All right, this is KaotiK Crypto, where we defy tyranny. It is a bloody day, January 23rd, 2024. I was pretty much predicting all of this downside motion yesterday, and yeah, we got it. Now the question is, how much further do we go? How is this going to work? There's a few things that could happen, which the short term, my target still is about 31, 32K, maybe 33 to 34. Might get into the zone between the 0.5, 0.618 Fibonacci, the 36 to 34. I can see us floating in this zone for a couple months until the halving, and the halving narrative probably won't start until March. So, the next month, I think we're going to be probably down in this area. Maybe we consolidate a little bit higher into the 36 to 38. Depends how fast and how far down we go. What's nice is that the daily RSI is indeed resetting kind of pretty aggressively in a good zone. I would like to see it go down a little bit more. So if we get another test down to like 36, 37, that might actually put us into the area where I'd be like, yo, bye. Not financial advice, of course, but honestly, this is putting altcoins in such a beautiful spot for accumulation. It's really a positive on all fronts, as long as we hold some decent support. And it's not as unhealthy as back in 2020 or 2019 when we had this really big aggressive run up. This run up was twice as strong and like twice as fast. This has been twice as long, maybe even 3 times as long, and not quite as ridiculous. It's been good. It's going to be a very healthy kind of correction. But on the short term, this is on the daily. What could happen? We are in a falling wedge, and a price target to the wedge would be all the way back up to the top, and that would be crazy. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it could. It could even happen faster. Some kind of crazy good news comes out, then all of a sudden it's just flooded out and falls back down even further. I'd rather it not do that. I'd rather it kind of just consolidate here and maybe fall back down to this area and then come up. That's probably something like what I would imagine is going to happen. I'll leave that line up for a minute. But what was causing this? Probably a lot of people are asking. The Grayscale ETF is being heavily sold off because a lot of people have been holding on to that for years and years, and their premiums are higher. And FTX is also dumping. There's just a lot of selling going on, and it's a good thing. It's fine. It's going to give you a buying opportunity, right? If you're trying to get into the markets, but there's just a lot of negative news, and it'll probably be like that for the next month or two. And probably it's going to be interesting to see how far down we go. This is possible. We can go down even further. I mean, I don't know. There's no way to really know. But on the shorter term frame, we could try to see what the charts are maybe telling us. It looks like the 4 hour is getting pretty exhausted. It's not totally exhausted, so I could see it bouncing in here, come up for another test and fall. Maybe we do a quick fake out and then come back into this. Yeah, the 4 hour doesn't say, oh, we need a definite retracement down. And even the daily is not fully. So this is a 2 hour. 2 hours the same, not telling me much. It's just really kind of a lot of this is telling me we're going to still get a little bit more downside. Because nothing is really totally overexhausted. Like if the 4 hour was down right here, like in one of these areas, in one of these areas, I want to see at least like coming into some oversold area like this. And we're not really there yet. We're doing some kind of maneuver more like this. And we just started this. So let's see if we can find a better example. Let's see. A better example for kind of something like this. Yeah, I don't know. Trying to find just some data points, but I don't see us holding this area. There's nothing particularly significant. This is like challenging our breakout zone back from November, December, beginning of December. So I guess it's possible that the zone from 37 to 38 could hold. Let me extend. I think it's more likely that we go to like 32 to 34K, possibly even 30. So, hate to say it, whatever. But again, the altcoins are looking very, very juicy. Very juicy. Like Cardano has pretty much hit my buy area. I love Cardano. I love Charles Hoskinson. Algorand has pretty much hit what I would say I would consider that to be a buy area. Again, it's coming up against previous resistance made support. And I don't know if Bitcoin's going to really fall too much more. If it does, I don't know if the altcoins are really going to fall. It's possible that these levels do break and we'd come back down and come all the way down to the base again to this one, to this area. I really hate to see that, though. It'd be kind of a bummer, but this is a head and shoulders pattern. And the head and shoulders do Batman, right? And neckline there. So neckline from there to the top. And then if we break down, brings us back down to this area at 10, 11 cents for Algorand. I mean, it's a hell of a buy if that happens. The 88 doesn't have a head and shoulders, doesn't look the same. Atom kind of has a head and shoulders. That'd be crazy if it came all the way down. Retested its base minimally to $7. I mean, it's already at 9. Might as well go down to 7. Went to 12. Let's see what else we got. Bitcoin dominance. It's actually still really weak. Let's see what else we got here. See, the Dixie probably got a little stronger. Yeah, Dixie's getting some momentum. So it's probably targeting the 104. And this might give us a projection of how much longer the dollar will be this strong, which may give us an idea of when the markets, like when crypto and gold, may start increasing in value. As the dollar decreases, everything else increases, right? So there's a date range. Let's go to here. 56 days. So a month and a half to 2 months. I mean, everything to me is saying 1 to 2 months of just, consolidation / downward action. Ooh, CRO token looking juicy. Man, it went all the way down to 7. It's at 7.6. Pretty strong bounce, though. CRO token probably just bottoms, which makes me want to buy some more right now. I might go do that here in a minute, to be 100% honest. Yeah, it looks really. I mean, some coins will not all look the same. Some altcoins will kind of give you a little more clues as to what's going on. And this one is looking like it's about bottomed out. I think if we go any further down, it's not going to be a whole lot more. And then if you look at the bigger picture of everything, does it really matter? Look at the bigger picture where we're at and how much more we can go. I mean, you're getting possibly set up for some really serious gains, without a doubt. Let's see, engine coin. Yeah, a lot of these are kind of testing their breakout zones, their support zones. Looking pretty good to me. Filecoin looking pretty good for a buy. Let's zoom in here a little bit more. Yeah, it's getting bought up. Some of these are getting pretty big wicks. So, I mean, that might be the bottom for me. It went so close to its bottom there. Got a wick on Gala. Link, I don't know. I'm kind of confused about Link. It's making kind of a bull flag, but it also could be a wick off distribution pattern. But it also could be making. I feel like that's a very strong movement. That looks more like a bull flag to me. And Link has been quiet, and there's been some talk about staking. So, what I'm going to do, it broke out, test the flagpole, we'll do the bare minimum here, or be conservative here about what's going to happen. All right, so maybe we come up and break out here pretty soon. And that, I bet that takes us to the 0.618, 0.5. 618 golden pocket, 0.65, 6. So it takes us probably minimally to there. That'll probably be this is very bullish. I'm thinking very bullishly here right now. This is assuming we don't fall down. And at this point, Link is holding up. Link is holding up. So this is making me kind of hopeful. So maybe we come back down and we start going back up. By March, you're looking at like $28. This could be something that defies the rest of the market. You look for little patterns like this, but it's not guaranteed. We might go down again. It's not kind of looking pretty strong to me, though. Let's see. What else we got here? Now, on the daily, this is one of the Bitcoin mining stocks, Mara, and there's Riot as well. I'll take a look at both. Looks like we're bouncing here. Getting a pretty strong bounce, possibly. Let's look at Riot really quick. And it's good to look at the traditional markets. The traditional markets have not been dumping the way Bitcoin has. So there's a decorrelation there. Let's see. QRS, Riot. Riot's also bouncing. I don't know if I have Hive on here or not. EFG. HIV. Yep. Hive is a little cheaper. Let's see. Near Protocol. Looking pretty ugly. But, it went all the way up to 450. And right now we're at way down 50%. It's great. I mean, when coins go down this much, you don't want to ignore them. It's basically down 50% from its all-time high. And it's on previous support. And they might not stay down here all that long, I mean, this is looking juicy. Juicy, juicy, juicy. Ontology. Got a bit of a wick. That's what silver and gold are doing. Silver's looking. It's bouncing. It looks like a lot of things are bouncing. That's kind of telling me that maybe the crypto market might be getting close to a bottom. But I think there's more pain to be had, and it might come through like a more unexpected situation. Though a lot of people would say today was pretty unexpected. And XRP. Man, I can't believe it's not being a little stronger right now. If it breaks this level, I don't want it to break this parabolic curve I created, because it'd be cool if it held it. But let's see. If it breaks this level, this should be pretty strong. There's a lot of trading activity kind of in that level between these two. I'd be surprised if it went down to 40 cents. I'd be pretty surprised. I mean, it could for sure happen. I'm kind of thinking that's probably it for XRP. XTZ is looking pretty. I mean, like, we went from basically being able to get 7 to 8 X's on our coins to now we're going to be able to get back 10 X's and fit 12 X's, 15 X's on these coins. This is like our last gasp opportunity, right? Like, before the big storm of craziness happens. Top was 9. We're at 9. We're tipped back to a 10x with Tezos to something high. It looks like is this a big wick? Yeah, this is probably turning into a wick. I mean, there's a lot of blood and fear out there today. I didn't really keep too much of an eye on the markets. I have a normal job, but like I was listening to a lot of people talking, and there's a lot of fear out there, which is great. We want the fear and greed to reset. But to me, this is kind of I don't see a lot more blood coming. Honestly, I have a hard time imagining it. It'd have to be another like black swan, something real negative, something really crazy to happen. Let's see, and it could happen for sure. I mean, we could have another big dump where the structure is broken, like back in March of 2020. But I don't think that's going to happen. I hope it's not going to happen. But if it does happen, like, oh, crazy good buying opportunity, right? Graph might have a little bit more down to go. Kava got hit pretty hard. But look at the volume on Kava, though. A lot of volume popped in on that thing. It's interesting. All right, Injective is finally taking a break. I see this thing probably correcting a little bit more. I mean, yeah, it could keep going up. It's just it needs to consolidate more. So I see it coming down to possibly $17, $20. I see it coming down. I hate to say it. I just do. 18 to $24, I think would probably be my minimum. But what do I know? H bar looking juicy. A lot of big wick getting bought up. Rune. Look at things on the weekly. The daily is pretty ugly too. But right now, when this big pullback, I would look at the weekly. And what I'm doing is looking at anything that's like 18 to 20 to 30% down. Those are the ones I'm really taking a look at. Rose. CRO is close enough to being pretty low. Ethereum got hit really hard. I thought Ethereum would hold a little stronger. Dot, Injective, Near Protocol, near. Solana's getting pretty juicy, but it might even go down to $50. So just be careful with that. 50, 60, $70. It's already hit 79 today. So for me, I'm like really optimistic. These are really juicy prices. Like, don't be scared, right? You just want to play the markets. Don't let them play you. The emotions, you have to fight them, and the medias are all bought and paid for. You have to completely shut out the media. If you listen to them, just be like, okay, well, you gotta use it as a data point, not as a scare tactic. Don't ever take advice from the media. Elon was talking about today, but just do not. They're wrong, or they're manipulated. They're bought and paid for. They're wrong. They're ignorant, or they're just not good. Maybe listen to an expert, but I'd watch podcasts for that kind of stuff. TV shows, Discovery Channel, I don't know, whatever. Fear and Greed Index at 50. I bet it's at 40 after today. I would like to see it at 20 or 30. I don't think we're going to get much lower than that, but we are resetting pretty nice here. Max, I would love to see us just get real scared. What was this point? I don't know what data point that is. It's 40. Yeah, I mean, I want to see us at least at 40, 35 or something. I want to see us lower. I think we'll get it. I mean, considering the fact that we were at 70, 60, 75, we were way too overheated up here. So it's a good thing we're pulling back, is all I gotta say. Take a look at crypto panic really quick. This might tell us a little bit more about what's going on. SEC commissioner has appears no court battle needed for spot Ether ETF approval. That's cool. That's bullish. Wisdom tree / fees of Wisdom Big. Yeah, that's kind of bullish. XRP falls 3-month low. Time by Russia, India collaborate on building joint digital economy. Lots of people started selling Bitcoin after SEC made it easier to buy 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Binance SEC hearing goes much less well than Coinbase hearing. Yeah, Binance. I don't know about Binance. Hackers steal 580. Mailer, hash key. Snowden backs Tornado Cash founders fundraiser. Bitcoin stealthy ascent. Sorry. It's biting me or something. But yeah, I mean things are looking pretty bullish. I think overall, I just wanted to do a quick check-in. If anyone's watching, please hit the like, subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free. I will comment back. But I would really love to get 100 subscribers by the Bitcoin conference. I think it's in April or May in Nashville. So like that'd be cool. Get 100. Then maybe next year we'll go for 1,000. Get a 10x. And it might be better to start going live if I have enough people commenting, and if I have at least 5 or 10 people watching me, I can at least like talk about things. But yeah, Nasdaq's making all-time highs. They might cool off right here. Maybe find support again on the top. SPX all-time high. I hope this isn't a giant market top though. That'd be terrible. Like a double top for the entire markets. That'd be the worst thing. Theta's looking real juicy though. And its all-time high was $15. 15. It's over 15.16x to its all-time high, and it's just looking pretty juicy right now. Pretty juicy. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me today. Hang in there, HODL, and we'll check back in tomorrow. We're probably gonna get some kind of a bounce here or consolidation before maybe one last shakeout. A strong bounce of 5%, and then a further bounce down would be probably the most anticipated sort of outcome for me as a charting guy. Yeah, it's there's no bearish divergence yet. I just think there's more blood to come. Hate to say it, at least Bitcoin. But yeah, hang in there, HODL, and we'll check back in tomorrow. Peace.